Okay, I hope anyone who's watching this enjoys the Halloween background. So, like I said, I'm experimenting with different builds. I want to try seeing how good a pure faith build is. So let's see, options for a faith build would probably include... I think the Prophet would be good. Let's name him Ignacio. Oh, let's see. Since the Prophet starts out with fire attacks. Oh wow, you actually see the two-finger seal in his hand. I did not notice that at first. So, let's see. Banged and bashes sound tempting. Let's say with Stone Sword Key. Since the dude's name is Ignacio and he likes using fire attacks, I think giving him a darker skin tone makes sense. He seems like the kind of dude that would get plenty of sun. So let's see, compared to the Confessor... Confessor has 13 mind, Vagabond has 10 mind... Prisoner has 12 mind, 13 mind... Confessor would also be good. Big difference between the Prophet and the Confessor would be the kind of weapon that they have. Although that can easily be fixed. And the amount of faith. So let's see. Truth be told, Confessor, I think, is better for doing a faith build, even though it's more of a hybrid faith build. And if that's the case, I might as well abandon character creation because I already have a Confessor character right here. We have a decent amount of weapons here in hand. So, should be a brace near here. Oh wait, that's the wrong side of the area. Only negative about the Confessor is that I would need like one more point in dexterity to actually use one of these. Where is this? Flower. I'm going to go get the map and get horns. Truth be told, I feel that if you want to make a faith hybrid, you'd be better off probably going with a Vagabond and just getting a few points of faith on him. Vagabond just starts out with health, tougher armor, weapons. Personally, I think Vagabond is a good pick overall. And the dog took me out. Wonderful. Curved sword would probably be better for this situation. Hopefully this isn't too intrusive as far as the banner is concerned. Now let's go with more festive. Moving themed one. So I want that. Okay. No great but now I have to deal with me for a pack of wolves again. As well as a few knights. Here. Here they are. Red counters for the That's one good thing about the Professor and the Vagabond. Starting out with a shield that keeps pistol block means you can easily cheese enemies using guard counters. Spanish both sunflowers are useful. Let me just go over to the Aguila Lake. Does he even have enough bad distribution to even use the what is the name of that ability or that weapon, the spear? Let's find out.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
I'm pretty sure that's Bach in his tree form. Very real fruit and herb. Broadsword is one of those weapons that have clear pros and cons. It deals very good heavy attacks, but you can't pierce with its moveset. Ash 4 Determination is always good. Go, and just kill both of them by spamming square off. And just kill that guy. Hopefully one of these guys has a weapon. Marvelous. That puts a footholders to reuse. Functional piece of equipment. I once again forgot to put a map of the area. Tried a night helmet, nice. You know, just one perspective on how I think this build should work. Prime example of it would be this, the variant of the Vagabond. Let's look at this. I have decent stats all around. One thing you could easily do is use the character editor in the, In fact, let me open up that window capture. Use for Elden Ring, okay, change to Save Manager. There we go. One thing you can do with the Save Manager that I personally like is you can go over to the tools, go to the Character Manager. Whoops. Let's go to the Stat Editor. Here, select this. Wrong one. Go to this guy, get stats. Now, how much intelligence do I need to use Sword of St. Trina? $14. Okay, that means I can easily pluck out. That much. Let's say 14. Okay. So let's set this to 14. Calculate with 1. I can put. Bring this up to say 27. Calculate. And take the 2 remaining stats and put them into dexterity. That's stats, and now one thing I can do is I can exit the game. Oh yeah, setting stats, okay. Load. Save file, and there we go. Again, the reason why I like the Vagabond as a class is that it is very versatile. Can work in just about any situation. Now we can use the Godslayer seal, and there we go. Done. Just notice that the wings on that kind of dig into the wolf helmet. How much strength do I need in order to use this field? 32. Okay. The big thing, so big change that I did at this moment was I got a new spirit summon. Basically, I just ran through the Ainsil River area, or no, the Ofra River area underneath the Grave, and I killed the ancestral follower to get the or I killed the ancestral guardian to get the ancestral follower's ashes. And I'm gonna see how well he works as a railgun against Dodger Golden. Please do war. Sure, let's summon her. Oh, wait. Hold on. Never mind, put Thunder back, I need to buff my weapon. Change up some Ashes of War. Okay, so let's go to Ashes of War, go up to this thing. Sword stance, keep standard. Memorize spell. And here we go. Also have enough for a singular level up. To try pumping some points of strength. Also pump some more points into mind.
Well, I took you've no man to lay out your arms then. What can I do if I need to? Hmm. Hmm.
Let's see if there's somewhere I can safely drop off here to get contact with the death bird. See if I can't kill it. Let's see, there should be some section around here with a building that I can jump off of. Let's try around here, maybe? And here we are at the Academy Gate Town. So, do I have a weapon that has Sacred Blade on it? Yes, I do. That'll come in handy for fighting the Death Bird. Transport. Backing out. And if I'm correct, that should be a grace. Close to here. That I can use as a checkpoint. There it is. Oh, I just need to set the time to nightfall. I wonder how passing time works. Is it like we're resting up until the given time? Or are we simply just sitting around, just staring at the light from the grace? Like, I don't know, I haven't really understood how that works, or how that's supposed to work. Ah, there's the death bird. There's him. Ooh, it's death right there. Better. He seems to spawn out of buildings pretty easily. That missed. Oh. He killed me right as I killed him. Wonderful. Hopefully that still counts as a kill. Yes, it did because that enemy fell. And I got the runes off of him. Hopefully that means that I also got the item off of him too. I think this one drops a, talisman. Oh no, this one drops Ancient Death Rancor. Nice. Nice bit of magic to use if you want to utilize a, want to utilize some magic that requires intelligence and faith. Let's take a look at it. Not have enough intelligence to use either. It would have been cool if the death magic caused frostbite buildup, similar to how the ghost flame weapons cause it, but whatever. Holy Water Urns, very good if you want to cause divine damage to an enemy. So, don't want to memorize spells, want to mess with the Ashes of War. Go over to this, I'm gonna put one with the red mains on there. And if I go up to that tower to get a save. Truth be told, one mod, even though it's not really a mod, it's a separate program, that I would recommend you download is the Elden Ring Save Manager, as it lets you do some pretty cheeky shit, like copy characters from one save file to another, save, and save and cut and paste different instances of your save data, which are all very useful. Winston Crafting Cookbook 3, nice. I think that lets you make shield grease. Ball didn't kill him. That's funny. Carrying Glumblade Staff, good if you want to use the Glumblade sorceries. Ironically enough, Carrying Slicer, Carrying Greatsword are not considered Glumblade sorceries. Simply considered Glintstone sorceries. You got puppets. Animated by the Karian royal family to protect themselves. A nice little trick carried over by the Karian royal family uses. Which I say, nice. I just hope that the puppets receive that status and consensually signed up for it, and more enforcements would, because that would be awesome. So another field boss I want to take out is one that gives you a National War. There is the weapon known as the Lucerne in this area, but I'd rather not go after it. So let's see, good weapon to use against these guys would be the... Part of me wants to try using Vika's War Spear, even though the War Spear moveset isn't all that good on these guys. Oh yeah, I have the Scythe. Let's use it. I can even upgrade it with magic. Good candidates for upgrading weapons, or buffing weapons, would be using the, Bullet Flame Blade. So... it's time until nightfall. And use this technique against the, horseman and his steed. Who is right over here. Here's a Knight Rider. Killing him will net you the, Karian, or the Icicle Spear. At the war, pretty useful ability. Pretty useful ability if you want to cause frostbite buildup on an enemy. While also having a ranged attack. I need to get out of the way before he strikes me. Oh, there was a, Beetle here. Oh, of course that happens. Heal. Speed. Fine. 7 hours before he strikes us. Go. pop the output so that I get the fullest amount of runes possible. And from him we get Ash of War Ice Spear. Pretty good ability. Basically shoot out an ice crag. That doesn't really have that good of range. But it's pretty good at stunning enemies. More than anything, Dolly got a good amount of runes that I can use to upgrade my equipment.
Vamos.
This will buy all of the things that this guy has, including Mexi armor. Oh, I see. One is a round shield, one is a small shield, one is a medium shield. Here's a Crimson Amber medallion.
Be well.
Indeed. Okay, back to the round table. And up first, I should check the other merchants in the Crystal Cave. I mean, not the Crystal Cave, the one by the Demi-Human Cave. Or by the Coastal Cave, I should say. See if he has any more items I can buy. Mainly upgrade materials. Scythe is a pretty good weapon. So is the Grave Scythe. Personally, I prefer the normal Scythe just because it's not as intensive on the stats. Grave Scythe does hit harder. If you want a decent weapon that you can upgrade. Or a decent weapon that you can buff, I should say.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Oh, yes, I know you don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble either. Might as well.
All done?
This version. And now I don't have any more runes. I don't think I've killed a dragon at Eel, so. Wait. Did I? Do I have any dragon hearts in here? I do, so I did kill the dragon. That's good to know. Another incantation that you can get that will make the fight against Godric significantly easier is the Rock Breath incantation you can get here in the Dragon Communion site in Caelid. One thing I recommend you do is try to kill the knights in this area. Good thing about the while it was rudely interrupted, the good thing about the scythe is that it gives you good stun capabilities. Especially with bullet point blade. You can end up very easily taking out the enemies here. No one's business. So let's see. I need 2 more arcane for that, can easily be done. Few level ups. 2 starting dragon spells that I recommend you get are Rock Breath and Dragon Ice. One does physical damage and causes rock buildup, another does ice buildup with or frost buildup while doing magic damage. Both of them are quite useful. Oh, night, so I could try fighting the, no, I'll leave that for another time. There are other field bosses around here that you can try taking out. 2 that I recommend you take out early are the Deathbird here in Caelid. You can easily cheese it by, running across to where the cliff face is. Oh, I'm pouring to a drop a very small amount, but it's fine. So anyway, with the, Deathbird in Caelid, you can easily kill it by taking it across the edge to here at the coastline, ducking beneath one of the cliff faces. Basically what you do is you run over to one of the cliff faces, wait for the birds to chase after you, jump over the cliff face while you're on torrent, and duck underneath the roots near that cliff face. So then, while he's up above and you're down below, he'll try to hit you, and it's very likely that he'll end up falling off the cliff. He'll attempt to hit you. Yeah. I wonder how that thing is +5. Let's see. One decent area that you can try farming enemies will be around here at this field for a riverbank. There are tons of ancestral followers, and they drop a pretty decent amount of runes for this point of the game. Keyword in that is decent. If you really want to power farm, I would recommend doing the I would recommend running around the Dragon Barrow and killing as many of the enemies here as you can. And, you know, if you want to cause a good amount of health drain, I would recommend using Frost Naginata and then spamming the Sword Dance Ash of War. That's another good one if you want to stun the enemy while doing some decent damage. Blood Flame Blade is very good for techniques like this because then you can cause a good amount of blood flame buildup, and that causes passively buildup in between attacks. If I'm correct, there should be a gravesite near here with some runes. If I'm correct, they're up here. I'm not gonna bother fighting any of the enemies. I would just like to run over to the grave and harvest as many runes as I can. Oh no, I woke up the dragon. What do you know? And Astrolabe with the Starlight Shard. Good, save up on those. A gravesite around here. Where is it? Okay, with Waypoint Brain ones are another good area. Kill the enemies here to get some stuff. Future strays are annoying. Wonderful. If you end up dying here, there is a Snake America that you can respawn at. Use it to your advantage. Clear this place out, get the weapon that's around here. He's gonna die to a dog. Go. What happens more spam against these guys is the sword dance, especially on a spear. It's a little bit slower than on a sword, but it causes good damage. Well, good damage and status build up, I should say. Use a Kindred of Frost. Of course that happens. Let's see what kind of damage I can do with this while I don't need bullets. Decent damage at the cost of not being able to stun the enemy for shit. I should have definitely equipped Flame Plunge in this area, since now I'm being afflicted with Scarlet Rock. Whatever. Big change I want to do for this guy is I want to change it from Strength and... or from Dex and Faith to Strength and Faith. Since there are much more since there are better Faith weapons in my opinion that scale off of Strength and those that scale off of Dex. Nice. Gotta love the Frenzy Flame shotgun. The good thing about the Cross Naginata is even though it has more of a dexterity requirement than it does strength, it still scales very well when infused with heavy. It scales well when infused with anything, to be honest, but... It would make sense, in my opinion, if the dragon field scaled with dexterity, since lightning is a dexterity infusion in this game. Probably put on a faster weapon. Where... oh yeah, I have the Shamshir that the one that I sold was the one that I upgraded, of course, that would happen. Oh well, it's easy enough to farm for those. Upgrade materials. Of course, the one that I upgraded is the one that I sold. Oh well. And we wasted RZ upgrade materials that I had wasted. The only one that was a legitimate complete waste was the nice. When the remains is enough to kill those guys. Well, the only one that that was a legitimate waste is the one that I couldn't buy at the moment, which is the Living Stone Tier 3s. Not to say that I can't farm them easily from the enemies around here. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Thank you. Oh. Can never go wrong with good old sword and board. Go. Triple hit in. When the remains just hits like a truck when you can. it. Okay, that one just died. Anything special in these ruins? No. Okay. Oh, and that section of ruins. One weapon you can get from these are a slave, which is a decent armament. Stay mobile. If we can throw the larvae. Excuse me. Well, you want to strengthen faith katana, or strengthen intelligence katana. That's a good pick. And that's it for here. Go back over to this bastard. Let's see if I can't stunlock him. A good volley of backstabs or red main flame spam. Shield bash, not hit as hard as it does. He died, and he dropped the Banished Knight Greaves. Wonderful. That means I have the full Banished Knight set. At least I think I do, aside from the chest armor. Yeah, I don't have the chest armor. Not like everything matters. Truth be told, my idea of fashion drip is probably the scale armor. Just can't go wrong with the scale equipment. The lightweight has decent defense, and it looks pretty good with that metallic reptilian scale feet. Now then, I believe behind the cathedral is where I want to go. Not gonna lie, there's a disturbing kind of beauty to how Scarlet Rot has fucked up Caelid's landscape. Where's the I'm looking for? Of course that happens. I was hoping I could break his guard before he can do that, but no. No, the Banished Knight just no soul tap. But hey, at the very least I can do this one. There's a gravesite close to here. There it is. I know that I'm not gonna kill anything in that gravesite because one of the enemies there will mutate the Mimic Tier disguised as a storm works. White pinions are always good to have. Just ignore these noblemen. One of them is a Mimic Tier, and if you kill it, it will transform into a giant and attack. You don't want that to happen, so just ignore them. Did the one that turns into a giant upon death? Yes, yes it is. Price for the nobleman that is really a giant. And when the red mains. Not balance. Try to get a piece of critical hits in. Because he can do that to you. That is why he set to avoid. I really want to get those 17k runes back because that'll allow me to get some more upgrade materials. There we go, backstep. Okay, my runes over there. Again, don't bother waking up the Gangas, because it's not worth it. Or at least now I know which one of those noblemen to avoid. Because now I know which one transforms into a giant. Technically a troll, but troll, giant, some difference. Another noble slender sword, always good. Upgrade that if I want to. Golden Rune 5 is the main thing I want to find here. And the Noble Slender Sword is a disturbingly rare piece of equipment. Let's see how good this sword can be with the start. Okay, knocked him out. Good. Knocked him out completely. Ah, funny. I think critical knocked him out again. Weak is broken in this game. Provided you can get the soporific coating on. Okay, he's unconscious again. Damn it, he killed me again. You know what? Forget killing this guy. I'm just gonna go get my runes. You know what would be a cool mod? Giving other incantations the, Black Flame effect. Like, imagine having Black Flame on the Flame of Frenzy. Now, that would be disgusting. No, he's dead and he dropped a weapon. Oh, he dropped his gauntlets. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother killing any of those noblemen. Noble's Slender Sword is a good weapon, though. It's insanely rare to find. If you want my advice, skip the Noble's Slender Sword and opt for the, Lordsworn Straight Sword. It's much easier to come by. It's much easier to come by, and it is equally as powerful. Moving on, I'm gonna get enough of these, upgrade materials to level up at least 2 weapons, one of them being the Shamshir. Shamshir is a good weapon. It's a very fast weapon.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Strength armament. No, actually. Like. And the duplicate noble sword, because I really only need one. With these. Don't really need a second more torn straight sword either. I only really need 2 of those. And yeah. Don't really need Spike Spear since Cross Naginata does everything that does and better and more. Why use soldiers when you have heavy? Aside from the fact that the soldier's crossbow is much lighter. All these unique shields are ones I'm gonna keep. Great, so that means I'm gonna go buy some upgrade materials. For these and there we go. Enough to upgrade 2 weapons to rank 6. So the 2 weapons are going to be the Shamshir and the Shamshir, Falchion, Crossmasher. Same difference as far as I'm concerned.
No matter.
They all the same basic straight sword moveset. First sword moveset, I should say. Yeah. See how good the Shamshir +6 is. There's an invader that you can fight down in the lower levels, so let's hope I can beat him and test out the weapon in the process. Try putting Bloodstone Blade on it. We're going to face off against the Long-Tongued Albert, or Mad-Tongued Albert. Albert, I should say. Related to the Eldritch ones. Here in lies what I love so much about the Spin Flash. I was a fan of using ice magic. Oof. Where's my spear? Let's see whose sword stands will win. Mine or his. Probably mine. Probably his. Who knows? I don't care. Let's just try to kill him. No, Mr. X lost. I don't want followers. I don't want him that way. Oh wait. He didn't do the gesture. I forgot that he does a gesture. You know, bleed and hold on a weapon is pretty good, all things considered. but I've upgraded the seal to rank 6, it'll be quite useful. Okay, there's Albert. He does the reverential bell, which is ironic. Sword stands for the win. It is quite good. Especially when you can use it to chain or drops. There we go. That tongued Albert has died. Let the Haunter's tongue off him. Main reason why I'm here is because in this side room there is a weapon that you can get. Cypher Pata. Which is a fist weapon, those glyphs that you can smack enemies with.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Okay. What can I sell here for a decent amount of rings? Something I would like to sell are repeat pieces of equipment. Nothing at the moment. Maybe the crossmasher just because I don't care for it. All those look like good. What's the warpick? The warpick kind of blows as far as a hammer is concerned. Just looks cool, but it's weak as all get out. So I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. I was thinking about upgrading the great size. Yeah, when it comes to seals, I prefer the honored seal. Not a fan of this circlet, to be honest. The jewels on it look gaudy. I prefer this one. I prefer the commoners headband. Or the finger maidens for they. Cool people thinking I'm a lady, but they're like, oh my, you look at that woman, and I'm like, hello, do you need something? And they're like, oh my god, it's the bearded woman! You don't need to be that rude. Truth be told, my favorite piece of fashion has got to be the thieves' mask. It's just so good. It's subtle, shows off the majority of the face. If you want something that shows off the entirety of the face while still providing defenses, you can't go wrong with the commoners headband. One thing I would like to do is, about Millicent. My way over to Altus. I wonder if making your way to Altus before doing, what's her face's questline, Raya's, will fuck anything up. The only thing it will do is it will lock me out of doing, Redmane Castle, so I could run over to Redmane Castle first, and yeah. Not like it really matters, you can just run through Redmane Castle after taking care of Radon. But, yeah. Requires much more strength scale. I think it's better strength scaling than it does a dex, so that may be a good weapon if I want to make a strength variant of this build. That and possibly the Vulgar Malicious Saw or the Glaive. both require slightly more strength than they do dex. Same with the halberd and the Banished Knight's halberd. There's also Vika's War Spear, that requires a significant amount of dexterity. There's also a pickaxe. Really, the sky's the limit when it comes to this. I want to try making strength variants of this. So yeah, I'm gonna update this, and I'm going to terminate the video now. So I've already done everything I wanted to at this moment. So yeah, for the build experimentation, I'd say Vagabond is best bond as far as its stat distributions are concerned, aside from the low arcane, but that can easily be mitigated with some slight stat investment. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. Oh, I don't have the brass shield. Not like it matters, I don't really need it. I have two very much usable shields that function just as well. Storage box is concerned, I'm just gonna put those in there for the time being. And this too. I just spawn those in to try them out. Magma Blade is such a bitch to farm that as far as I'm concerned, spawning them in using the code editor is perfectly a-okay. You know, I wonder. The Shamshiro looks like it's an incomplete weapon, since it doesn't have a proper guard or furl on it. So my opinion on it is that similar to the Hand Millennium, maybe the Shamshir is a prosthetic blade that was removed and used as an improvised weapon. That would probably explain why Millicent uses it. Maybe other Gleamrod Knights used that as part of their prosthetic weaponry. And Millicent being a clone of Millennium. There's a fucking greatsword here. Why can't I just pick half of these weapons up and use them? There are tons of really cool looking weapons around here. Including Godrick's fucking great axe. Look at this, look at this. There's a great epee here, multiple great swords, multiple weapons all over the place. Why can't you just be like, hey Hugh, can I just take some of these and use them considering that they're just sitting around here? I don't think Hugh would mind. If anything, I think he would be, I guess, flattered that you would find his failed experiments to be useful in combat. Look at this, there are dozens of weapons just scattered about the place. Why can't you just ask him and he could just like loan you one of the weapons? With like the caveat being that they're set at the infusion rate that you get them at. And I don't know, because he's been experimenting with them, they actually break and you can't fix them as a result. Like, I feel that would be a good strategy. Like, on first coming here, you only have access to something like, say, a tier 1 straight sword that breaks after killing like 13 enemies with it, no matter what. I don't know. Well, either way, Captain Railgun is gonna come in handy. Probably gonna be like Page Summon 2.0. Black Point just looks cool. And the fact that you can apply it mid-combo after rolling. So we just go in, do some hits. Like, one strategy that I like is going empty powerful with like a flurry of attacks. And then just popping it mid-combo. Like, let's go down to where Albert was so I can show this off. So, my opinion, why do this when you can do this? See what I mean? The thing about the Shamshir is that it's almost as powerful as Falchion, while having the same moveset as Scimitar. The standard curved swords are a bit slower. The only thing that I would say is good about the Shamshir is just fashion. Falchion, I mean. Scimitar's okay, it's a little short. See what I mean? Like, the Falchion reaches to a little bit past that crest there. Falchion is about the same in length. Yeah. Another good strategy would be the pickaxe. Let's increase my focus. You can get like 7 hits on a normal, like on an incomplete. So, let's see how many hits I can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can get like 9 consecutive hits of that if I go straight into Wild Strikes from Black Point. Since this is a great hammer, that is a good strategy. Wonder how many revolutions this I can pull off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, about 15 revolutions with spinning chain. That's quite good. Oh yeah, that's it for build testing. I think I'm going to stick with the maybe a Closer of Fists. That would be cool. Can this be buffed at all? Let's find out. Yes, I can. What about the fists? Two, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, like 13 hits, more or less. be pretty good. One that would be crazy would probably be the point mode. We'll have a full flurry of attacks with this. That's good setup. I think a great thrusting sword would be too slow though. The dagger could be good. Pull off 2 full flurries of a dagger combo with it. I don't think this one can be buffed now. Third steel dagger could be a good compliment. Up also. There are options. Too slow. Axes are another good one since I can do quick step. Either quick step into a buff or quick step into if I'm gonna do that, I could just use the knife also. You know what, the very least shows that this is a very versatile build setup. Cool. That'll do it for this video. I'm gonna terminate the stream now. If you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoy this, by all means leave a like and a comment, and if you're watching this on Twitch and you enjoy this, by all means follow. And if you happen to not enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with leaving a dislike. Especially if there's things that you believe I need to improve on. Anyway, now it's time for the end card.